Hello, everyone. Welcome into the present moment. Allow yourself to bring your presence into your body, all the way down into the tips of your feet, your toes, down deep into Mother Earth, breathing. Bringing your pillar light all the way down from the top of your head, from your galactic star center all the way down into your body, anchoring it deep down into Mother Earth. I welcome and invite you into this session with me here in the blue light. And as I am going through this next level process, I wanted to share a little bit of this inspiring new light codes that are coming through, streaming in as just this divine perfection and wisdom that we are granted access into embodying at this time. And I want to talk a little bit more about some of these topics, and this video is for people who are probably ready to get a little bit deeper into this, as I'm sort of testing the waters with different topics. I have some deeper things that I want to talk about, but for now I'm just going to put out a bunch of different stuff and see kind of how it goes, see what people are drawn to, and maybe get to express the truth of our multi-dimensional selves. We're able to access so many different parts of who we are and what we're able to express, meeting people where they are, especially people who, we are here as very ancient souls that have embodied at this time, and we are able to see things from such a higher perspective of truth because of our own soul age and our own soul experience, and being able to also reach those who are a little bit younger in soul age and really, really could use our guidance at this time. It truly is our responsibility and great joy and honor to get to be a part of this ascension process. And that's a little bit about what I wanted to talk about today, is that as divine servants to the Earth's Ascension, truly, truly our greatest gift at this time for the all, including ourselves, is self-care. If we are the clearest pillars and portals of this cosmic, pure, divine blueprint, light-coded energy that is streaming through the different parts of the galaxy at this time. The Milky Way center is beaming her pure energy. The sun is sending solar flares, and there's all these different, star brothers and sisters from these planetary consciousnesses that are, beaming light at us, hoping that we are open enough to receiving these ndownloads. So in this dedication, if you have been on this path or are new to it, the time length is not important, because truly we stem from beyond time. So even if you have only begun consciously being a part of this project for just a few years, the depth of your dedication probably goes deeper than you realize. A lot of work that has been done had to stem and start in a place of our unconsciousness, mainly because a lot of the work that we had to do was very deep and very dark. So we had to really move through those times with a part of us sort of disassociated, in the aspect of keeping us kind of untainted in a way, and that's one of the great things about, self-care, is when you really start getting into things, becoming this pillar, this creation pillar, you start to burn off the layers of these old memories and these old experiences which you needed to go through in order to help the process of anchoring in these different grids throughout the earth, and through different clearings that needed to happen, that we're now able to, especially with the acceleration of this energy and these light energies coming in, we're able to shed off these old skins. And as we shed off these old skins, and they're not just skins on the outside of us, they're also skins that are cellularly. And I'll talk a little bit more about services that I can offer, as well as other interdimensional healers who have tapped into their ancestry, Pleiadian work, Syrian work, Octurian, any sort of being who is of a higher dimension. They have different ways of assisting this process with a little more grace than is with just tending to things from a third dimensional perspective, which people are more than welcome to do. But we now have different tools we can access at this time for, cellular clearing, for clearing out some of the darker energies that we had to go through. And so, as we shed off these layers, it's becoming more apparent to what our true human nature is. Getting back to kind of the Garden of Eden, as well as, bringing in wherever it is that our consciousness has experienced. So, starseeds come in, and it's not about fitting into the world that we're around. It's about bringing the world that we have, that is so familiar to us, that works, the unity that works for us on different galactic systems where our consciousnesses dwell at this time, since all that exists is now. You are still currently in those experiences. Bringing those into this world, we have a chance to co-create together, ourselves with spirit, as well as we start to come more into unison, into community, we have a chance to co-create together these reality bubbles, these little realms of existence here on Earth that can emanate the same essence of which you came from. It's going to be a beautiful and glorious time, children. I am so excited to see the different beauties and the different ways in which we work with the earth, with the Devic realms, and the animal kingdom, and the plant kingdom, and the angelic kingdom, and the cloud kingdom. We are going to be able to access so much more. And as we do, we're going to get to create these realms. So I really encourage you to shed those layers, to allow this dissolution to happen, and to reach out. Because the more dedicated that you are to your process, by reaching out and using your dedication in all forms to be a part of your process, you can help it go quicker and with more grace and more ease. I speak from my own experience, and coming from a place that was the depth of the collective darkness, from the masculine and the feminine side, I really felt like it was going to be a long road challenge, clearing out energetically from my auric field, as well as from my psyche, and even to the depths of my cells. I thought it was going to be a very long process, but and very painful. We've been taught so much about Western medicine, and so much about all these people who have had all of these different experiences that are based in three-dimensional treatments and treatment centers, but we're able to access things that quantum healings from our brothers, light brothers and sisters, and the ascended master realms and the angelic realms that have tools that can help us work through this process a lot quicker. And using light and using different stream forms of love through sound, through energy, vibration. There's so many different things out there now that can really help your process move so much faster. And so if you're finding yourself in a place that's stuck, in any place, and we are all still moving upwards in consciousness. So this is something that's going to be continual, offering services of your own gifts unto the loving people around you, as well as receiving gifts. And at some point, we're going to be able to do this all without having to worry about financial exchange. This is my belief, because pure creation knows that our frequency and the gifts that we have to give, in essence, what we love to do is how we provide for the all. This may be my own view of perfection, but this is a vision that I am holding and believing in. But until that time, we do have to work with some sort of form of exchange. And so there are people that are going to be out there offering services that can really, really change things for you. I encourage you to share resources if you know of any, if you have healing work. And also, please feel free to reach out to me. I'll put a little email link below or whatever. And you can ask me questions. And if you want to do healing work together, I would love to see if we would make a good team. Really, because this is about you. So the more dedicated that you're getting into your process, you really are going to begin to realize that the purer you are as a pillar that is streaming in this energy right now, this beautiful divine energy for Mother Earth, as well as for yourself and the collective, it's really important. Self-care and self-love, and it really, really, truly it really begins with you, and it begins in a place of compassion and purity, and that is how we are going to reunite with one another, because we are waiting for each other to be in a high frequency so that we can all co-create together. It's a gift that we earn. The clearer and the more aligned we are with spirit, the more tangible that we can create these paradises here on earth and get to experience them. So, such a blessing. Thank you for joining me. I hope this blue light brings you healing beyond what my words may be able to give. I really thank you for joining me and supporting me. Please, if you would like to